Hello, my name is Jordan Peters. Today we will be doing an oil change and oil filter change on a Arctic Cat 400 4x4. This is required after the initial break-in period of 300 kilometers for this model, and then it will only have to be changed roughly every 6 months for proper maintenance. The tools required for doing an oil change on this particular quad are a 19mm deep socket wrench, an oil filter wrench to remove the oil filter, a funnel for when putting in the new oil catch basin just to catch the oil, some rags to clean up the mess, a recommended oil filter, and 3 US quarts or 2.8 liters of synthetic 0W40 ATV oil. As you can see, we place the ATV up on blocks. This is to make it easier to work on as well as easier to see. We placed the brake on for safety, as well as it's very stable. It's not going to go anywhere. To get started, first we're going to want to remove the ATV seat. Get that out of the way. Remove the engine cover. And this will make it easier to get at the dipstick and the refill location and able to see a little bit easier. Then we're going to want to run the quad. And that just warms up the oil and makes it easier to drain. I'm going to let that run for a little bit. Now that we've ran the ATV a little bit and it's warm enough to drain the oil, first thing you're going to want to do is go underneath there and locate the oil drain plug. Loosen it off with the wrench, which is what I'm going to do in a sec, to the point where you're able to take it out with your hand. Then you're going to want to have everything else you need underneath there already, your oil catch basin, your rags and that. Take the oil drain plug out, let it just fall into the pan with the used oil, catch all the oil, and that's basically it. So now I'm going to go do that. And that's basically all there is to it. So now as the oil is draining, we're going to remove the oil filter, which is located in the front of the engine, using the wrench if necessary, so if it's tight. So then you're going to want to take that, loosen it off. Keep your rags handy for spills again. And there you go, removed an old oil filter. So now that we've taken the old filter off, what we're going to want to do is take the new filter and put that one on. Never use the wrench that we used to take it off to put it on because you'll over tighten it. So you're going to take your new filter, take some new oil, put it on just on your finger here, and then just put it around the seal. That'll just make sure that the seal is tight and that you don't get any leaks later, hopefully. Take your filter. And then just tighten it up as much as you can with your hands. Don't need to reef on it, just make sure it's tight. And you're done. Before we put new oil in the ATV, we want to collect the used oil and retrieve our drain plug. Remember to properly dispose of your used oil and oil filter. Be careful because your drain plug is in the pan and you don't want to dump it. Now we're going to replace the drain plug. You're going to want to check to make sure the drain plug and the O-ring is in good condition. And be careful not to cross-thread it when replacing it. Make sure the drain plug is tight, but be careful not to over tighten it. Now that we have replaced the drain plug, we're going to want to fill the ATV with oil. You're going to want to start by removing the dipstick and placing it somewhere clean to not get dirt in the oil. Move your oil closer and insert your funnel. Make sure it is also clean. Then you're going to want to fill the ATV with oil. Now that the oil is in the ATV, you want to remove the funnel, wipe it off a bit. And replace your dipstick. Now that we've replaced the oil in the ATV, we will run it for a bit. Now that the bike is warm, we will go ahead and check for leaks. First up here at the oil filter. Good. And then at the drain plug. Next we want to check the oil level in the dipstick, and then you will want to recheck it later after the bike is cooled for proper level. And you're done. Before we go on a little ride, you want to do a little bit of a safety check. We already checked the tire pressure. It should be about 4 pounds, which they are, and it'll be different depending on what kind of quad you have. Next, we want to check the lights. Make sure they're working. Good. Brake lights.